Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing great today. So of course by the title you guys know what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to be reviewing the Huda Beauty Foundation as well as the Complexion Perfection Primer. In this video I'm going to be sharing my thoughts with you and everything I think about it. I am going to be applying it for you and showing you how things blend on top of it, as well as giving you my final thoughts. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and of course if you aren't subscribed to my channel and this is your first time coming on, make sure to click the subscribe button. That would really help me out, and make sure to like this video as well if you enjoyed it. Yeah, so let's jump into the video. So to get into the video, let me just go ahead and read the details of the foundation and then the primer. So the foundation says that it's a full coverage cream foundation that visibly conceals blemishes and imperfections for a filter-like finish. It's for all skin types and it can be full or medium coverage. I'm not gonna go ahead and read the rest of that because I'm late on the bandwagon, so you guys have probably already seen the Huda Beauty Foundation in action. The Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base is a hydrating makeup base that creates a smooth canvas while gripping makeup and moisturizing the skin. The silky smooth formula of the complexion works to visibly blur the appearances of pores and fine lines, and it smooths the skin for a fresher, longer lasting, and more flawless makeup look. Now you guys know that I have extremely oily skin, right? So we're gonna test this out. So this is what the thing looks like, the primer. Using this new primer is gonna be a little bit scary for me, but I'm gonna try it out. And it is so cool that it has a pump. I just thought that was the coolest thing. Like, who knew a tube would have like a pump? I'm just gonna take a little bit, and it is white, which I did not know. Oh, it smells so good. And it seems to be like going into my skin rather than sitting on top. So what I've been doing lately is putting a light layer of powder over my primer, and so that's what I'm gonna do today, just because I don't want my routine to be any different from what I already do. So I'm just gonna take this e.l.f. powder that I got a long time ago and just lightly tap that on top of the primer. I like the way the primer feels because it's not drying my skin out. Hopefully these two work, because this was like $70. That was expensive. So the foundation costs $40 and the and the makeup base costs $34. It is of course on the high end side, so in Sephora. But yeah, so I got mine in 500G Mocha, and I'm pretty excited. On their website, on the Huda Beauty website, there is like a comparison chart to see, you know, if you're using certain foundations in other colors, what it would kind of match to with them. Hopefully it matches, because I did do this like completely online. So they said use a pump or less. I know myself, I am not going to use just a pump. This is a pump, and a pump is actually a pretty good amount. Y'all, I don't think this is my skin color. I really don't think this is my skin color, but we gonna try, we gonna make it work. This foundation is not my shade, but like it's honestly too yellow for me, even though I thought like I was matching myself right, but apparently not. Except for my marks that are like pretty out there, I think that this is pretty full coverage for one pump. I'm gonna change my foundation brush because this just is not working for me, and I'm going to go ahead and put another layer on top. I don't really need it because I think it's pretty good right now, but I'm extra, so I'm just gonna do that. So this is how it looks basically with 1.5 pumps. As far as the coverage, this is really full coverage. Like honestly, one pump was more than enough for the coverage that I was looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the rest of it. I feel like this foundation is gonna last you a very long time because you actually don't need that much to get a full coverage. I feel like if you want like medium coverage or not as full, you should use a beauty blender to kind of airbrush it out, and that'll help with it not looking as full coverage. I know that beauty blenders do soak up a bit of your product, so that's the reason why I'm saying that. Of course, I didn't use the beauty blender on my face today because I don't usually use it to apply foundation. I can see why they call it faux filter because it's pretty filtery. So I used the Mocha concealer, and honestly it's blending very well. Gone back to using my Sacha Buttercup powder, and I had stopped using this for a long while, but you know, I'm back to using it. So I'm taking some on my beauty blender and just dabbing off the excess, as you guys can see, and just setting my under eye with that, trying like not to bake, even though that is definitely what this is turning into. Really love how it looks. It's just not my color. So I'm gonna bronze my face with the CoverGirl bronzer in Ebony Bronze, and I've been using this a lot. I don't really contour anymore, partly because the thing I used to contour broke. So I'm actually going to contour. I just got this in the mail. This is the Sahara Blush palette in volume 1, and I'm going to be using Abby to lightly contour. Juvia's Place items are very, very pigmented. So yeah, I really did not need a lot there. I'm just gonna take my fan brush, which is very dirty, so don't look at it, and I'm just going to be taking some of Lila. I'm just gonna apply that. It honestly is very flattering. I look very made up today. This was not what I was going for, but you know what? The deed has been done, okay? Like, honestly, my face looks so filterish right now just by looking in the mirror. It's like, where did all this smooth skin come from? Because I'm not understanding. So I'm gonna spray my face with some Fix Plus. So I love the way that this foundation feels so far. I don't feel like I really have a cakey face right now, even though it may look like it just because this foundation is not my skin color. But I really like the way it feels on my skin. And so yeah, I'll come back in a few hours and I will let you know my thoughts on it. So far so good with this foundation. I do like how it feels and everything, but I will let you guys know. Hey guys, so this is me at the end of today, and obviously the lighting has definitely changed. The sun has set. I've worn this foundation for about 8 hours now. I think the time when I came to you was 10:30 and it is now 8:30. So obviously the lighting has changed, so it does look a little bit different than before. But I do want to tell you guys that I absolutely love this foundation. It held up so well for me, which is crazy considering I did not use a mattifying foundation. Now I do have some oil and some shine, something that is pretty regular for me. I expect that, but I expected it to be a whole lot more because I was not using a mattifying primer is what I meant to say, and that's just crazy for me. Overall, my thoughts on this foundation, I absolutely love it. I do wish I got my actual shade, but I did make it work and it does look pretty okay. In terms of coverage, the coverage stayed the same. This foundation did not drip off. Definitely do think the foundation is worth the money. I'll probably try with my mattifying primer and see how it differs for me in terms of should I use the Huda Beauty foundation, the Huda Beauty primer, or should I use my own primer. Final thoughts, I definitely think it's worth the money. Obviously, those of us with oily skin types, we're gonna have to do a little bit more work when it comes to the aftercare of our foundation. I really like the primer. I think the foundation paired really nicely with the primer and it applied very well. I was surprised that I did not oil up as much as I thought I would with this foundation. I've been in the kitchen, I've been cooking, I've been exposed to heat. Not a lot because it's still obviously the winter months, but I've definitely been exposed to heat today and I did not oil up as much as I thought I was going to. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I normally do. I'm going to put some translucent powder on my face and see how it looks after touching up. And also I did not touch up throughout today as well. So yeah, that's how my face looks after touching it up. I look really good. I love the way it took the powder and it basically just remattified my face, which is crazy. I really I love this foundation. Like, I definitely think this was worth my coins. It was definitely worth the money. I understand why they called it the full filter foundation, because when I looked in the mirror, I was like, who is that? Definitely worth your coins, and if you don't have the money, you don't have to purchase the primer, in my opinion, but they were made for each other, so probably want to buy them together. But I think that if you are of oily skin, your mattifying primer may work just fine anyway. I would suggest you go into store and get matched if you can. If you don't, try as much as possible to look for people who are like your own skin color on YouTube who have done reviews. I think I would probably go back and get a shade darker. This could have been my winter shade, but it is a little too yellow for me, so I do have to work with it. But that's honestly just my own fault. I just didn't get my correct shade. So yeah, if you're looking for full coverage, this is definitely one that you want to pick up. I absolutely love it. If you guys would want to see more foundation reviews, make sure to leave a comment down below and tell me which foundation I should try next, because I will be coming to you with a new foundation review. All right, so yeah, let's get to the outro. So thank you guys for watching. Those are my thoughts on the foundation. Have you guys tried the foundation at all? If you have, what are your like complaints or what do you love about it? Make sure to leave a comment down in the comments section down below so we can dialogue. We can have an open conversation about this foundation and anything else you guys might want to ask me or anything. Yeah, if you aren't subscribed to my channel, like I said before, make sure to click the subscribe button. That'll mean a whole lot to me. I will be doing more beauty videos on my channel again. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you and God bless. Bye.